Hey, is it me, or does it seem like it slows down every episode? Like it seems like the music slows down.
What the heck, man? It is slow.
It is slow. I mean, actually, it is. Man. It starts off.
Yeah.
All right, America.
Like, it just seems to me like it used to be faster.
What up, folks?
Yep.
Got another one, man.
Man,
going
look,
on?
I got
Saturday pod.
I got a topic. We're gonna start off with basketball, man. And B Wig, I'm sorry. This is my only topic. I thought about basketball. I've been watching the Pelicans play. Dang it, B. What's up with the Lakers, man?
Yeah, that is the topic of the pod, but he forgot to put that on there.
Yeah.
Are the Lakers the worst shooting team you ever seen?
Absolutely. And the stats prove it.
Numbers don't lie.
Listen. You know, I'm glad that the flowers that Rob Pelinka did get for that 2020 bubble championship, I'm glad he got him, because he's one of the worst, if not the worst GM in professional basketball. He has pretty much like he's done nothing with the roster throughout LeBron James' career, right? Throughout his career, the formula for him to succeed was not a second star, not a third star. It was elite shooting around him, right? That was the general rule of thumb with LeBron. You want LeBron to succeed, you give him elite shooting. What does Rob Pelinka do? Last year, he went out to the nearest rest home in Inglewood and LA and got some players out of there. That didn't work. Well, yeah, he traded for probably the most inefficient player in the history of pro basketball. Didn't work. Come this year, okay, yeah, let's get rid of some of the old guys. Let's get some younger guys. Cool, we get younger guys that cannot shoot. Now, credit to Darvin Ham for having the balls to do something that Frank Vogel didn't, which was, hey Russ, you either gonna go to the bench, come off the bench, or you gonna stay home.
Exactly.
Your choice. And to everyone's surprise, for the couple of games that he has played, well, he's thrived in that role. Less turnovers, more efficient, because he doesn't have to worry about LeBron being over his shoulder. He doesn't have to worry about AD being on his shoulder. He's able to run the second unit and be Russ.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as Kennedy, as far as your question, yeah, it's painful to watch. It's painful to watch, and as a Lakers fan, it's even more painful to watch other games and other teams play and they hit their shots.
All right, well, K-Man, my question for you around there, K-Man, where do you think the Lakers should go to improve this team, K-Man?
Oh, I'm going to go back to the first question first. No, they're not the worst shooting team I've ever seen. Those 90 Knicks teams sucked. They couldn't shoot.
With Larry Johnson and them.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about 94, 95. Larry Johnson came on like 96.
Okay, so before Allen Houston.
Yeah. I'm talking before Allen Houston.
I got you.
When you had to, depend on, Greg Anthony, and I mean, Harper was good, but it was just like they didn't have that much shooting around them. Yeah. They played the way they played because they weren't that talented.
Yeah.
So that's why I saw the headline. I was like, no, that's not the worst, but I'll bring it up because it's clickbait, and I need Brandon to put that in the in the show notes.
We'll get that in. We'll get that in.
So 4 minutes in, this is clickbait. But no. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm gonna push back on Brandon. We saying about LeBron and elite shooters. 2013. I'm sorry. 2012 Heat and 13 Heat didn't have elite shooting, in my opinion. They were really good at defense. They were really good at defense.
Pat Riley team.
They were I mean, that's
But
a
they
young LeBron, a prime LeBron, and and
D
and
Wade.
uh and Bosh and
Mm-hmm.
Chalmers being annoying, and Udonis Haslem actually being of good age, and then Shane
Rebounding.
Battier.
Yeah.
Yeah, they I don't think they had an elite shooting on those teams.
well, they had okay. So across the board, no, they weren't like elite, but they were clutch when it came down to certain moments in the game. They were clutch
That
Yeah,
team was
from behind the
that
line.
that team was efficient.
and that team
They
was athletic. That was an
everyone
athletic team.
everyone knew their role basically.
Yeah, yeah. And Chris Bosh said it. He said in himself, "I sacrificed the most for the to win. 4 straight finals, 2 finals championships." Um, the Lakers. Let's be for real. The Lakers. No one had them contending going into the season. They're not one of the contenders going into the season. They don't have the necessary talent to do that.
But
To go back on this, I always thought that the Pelicans won the trade for Anthony Davis because I thought Anthony Davis was weak. and
it's looking that way.
Yeah,
and
look at Anthony Davis right now, and then look at the Pelicans roster.
yeah, that roster is and they have the Lakers picks for the next I think 3 years. So
Something like
Rob
that.
Pelinka is how can I put this? He hasn't. I mean, there are people who are GMs but have like people under them that are really good at analytics and scouting, and I don't think the Lakers have that. And essentially, the GM's part is to make the final decision. I don't think the Lakers' infrastructure has the necessary things to help Rob Pelinka. I think it's some of Rob Pelinka's fault because he didn't go out and find those individuals.
I slightly disagree because we're typically good for finding one player per off season that somebody didn't think about, somebody forgot about, like
That,
one
that,
player that
that
flies under the radar that no one knows. Before it was Alex Caruso. Kyle Kuzma was a second round pick. Before him was Mark Gasol.
mhm.
Fast forward to last year. Um God, Austin
But
Reeves.
but what's his name didn't drive Kuzma?
We drafted Kuzma. It was a draft. The
No,
next draft,
but it but it wasn't Pelinka though.
he didn't draft Kuzma.
Wasn't no? I thought that was
Was that Magic?
Bus.
Yeah,
No, I think that was Bus.
Because how
I
long
think that was-
Pelinka been the
I think-
GM?
Pelinka became
Pelinka been the
GM
GM.
in
What, 2-3 years now?
20,
Maybe
2019. When did LeBron come? 2018. LeBron came.
2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Right?
LeBron
Yeah,
came the
yeah.
summer of 2018. Pelinka became the GM 2019.
Okay.
Kuzma
So it
came
was-
into the league. When did he come into the league? Well, anyway, traditionally,
But
I would say as a maybe not Pelinka, but as a franchise, we're good at uncovering players
like the guy,
and
the
and
guy,
and developing them.
the guy y'all got that beat the Pelicans that hit the three from the corner. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, Matt Ryan.
Yeah,
And I mean that was just one shot. I mean, dude, he's
supposed to be like a three pointer
went
shooter.
he went to like three different schools, never shot. He never got to 40% behind the line. I mean, he wasn't that good. He was from Notre Dame, ended up transferring to Vanderbilt. Was a Uber driver,
Yeah, I
did
know that.
landscaping,
Yeah.
and now he's hitting corner threes at the buzzer. And
A gig worker. A gig worker.
Look, and again, once again, credit where it's due. Darvin Ham had the stones to draw up that play for him, not LeBron, not AD, not Russ, not anyone else on the roster. This unknown, no-name dude, Matt Ryan, who sinks the three from the corner. So kudos to Darvin Ham for that. But yeah, like I was saying, I mean, we typically at least find at least one player per offseason that sticks around and ends up being pretty good. Like Austin Reeves, he's pretty good role player now.
He's decent. Yeah,
Yeah, he's decent. But the problem is
but
we have this microwave mentality because we have LeBron, because we have AD, we have this microwave mentality. We make rash decisions and we try to bring in, talent that ends up not fitting. These projects, like we create these roster projects, and every one of them has failed miserably.
Yeah.
And I'm, disregard the bubble championship. That is what it
I
is.
do every day.
that
I do it every day.
that is what it is.
And
But
and the bubble championship, I use the bubble championship, but I say it's any pandemic championship. Look at the Dodgers. The Dodgers win a championship that season.
Okay.
They had the best record a couple years before. Never did anything. Had the best record a couple years. Had the best record. It was just about perseverance.
Right.
So I give it that, but it's
But here's the question. Here's the question to both of y'all. What can the Lakers do right now to change this season around?
nothing.
Oh Lord.
That's why I'm like, okay, we didn't trade Russ in the offseason. All right, to me, yeah, the opportunity still exists. But to me, unless you're recovering, I don't want players for Russ because there aren't any players that's gonna fix this.
No.
So if you can't get picks for Russ, then keep him and let that 40-something mil fall off the books after this season.
Which it will.
Yeah. So if we're not getting draft picks for us, keep him and let that 40-something mil fall off the books after this season. If not, then
Okay.
Let's bring the elephant in the room. LeBron James is just a name now. He's just a name now. He is nowhere near the best player in this league. He is not an individual that you can build around. He is,
and neither is Anthony Davis.
yeah. He is the greatest player of this generation. He is a top 5 player, top 10 player of all time. He's going to win the scoring record.
First ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I would put an asterisk by his scoring title because if you look at it, he shot threes. Kareem didn't shoot threes. And he had a 4-year head start. Kareem played off 4 years of college. So
UCLA,
but yeah, so he gets his championship, is great. I mean, he gets the points, and that's great. But he's just a player now. He's not Giannis.
The only thing I'll say about Kareem, that Kareem thing, and then you can go, Sean, is Kareem wasn't good enough to come out of high school.
He could have been, but didn't.
That's the only thing I'll say to that.
He could have been, but didn't. That wasn't the mentality of the league back then. The mentality of a person, especially a black guy, go to college, get the degree, then go to the pros. But times are different now.
No, and I would say no, he was good enough to come out the league. Remember, his freshman team beat the varsity team, and that varsity team for UCLA was undefeated. He was ready for the NBA, but you couldn't go. I don't think you could go. I think Moses was the first one to go.
But we're not comparing natural abilities, though.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Just want to make sure.
But look, to the point that you said, K-Man, about LeBron, he's just a player. You got to think the evolution of LeBron. Came from high school, came right in the league. He was supposed to be like the chosen one. Now, at LeBron's age, think about it. He's evolved. He's a man, and he has other things outside of basketball that he's like producing TV shows. He has
that are not good.
Different. He has different contracts. So those things are coming into play right now, and he realizes basketball is not it. I can do so much more than basketball.
And I also think what he's realizing, because I can, even from last year to this year, I can see the beginnings of a decline. But I think he's realizing that this goal that I have, this aspiration that I have to play with my son, it may not necessarily be realistic at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, boy,
I think he's starting to realize that.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Because and he's all another piece to this puzzle, and Kennedy, you alluded to it, is the player that AD is not.
Ooh.
AD is not the guy that we traded for
3
years ago. He's not. He's nowhere close to that. I mean, every time the dude hits the floor, the whole stadium gasps, the whole arena gasps. I mean, 2 or 3 games into the season, he's already dealing with back issues.
Yeah. He's an individual, because remember, he won that championship in Kentucky. He's an individual who doesn't like everything on him.
Yeah.
Well,
He doesn't thrive. When you people say, "Hey, won't you take over?" It's not in him. You
That's not
need an
him, though.
individual
Right.
LeBron. You need an individual LeBron who has that. I'm going to take it, but also, hey, I can what's his name? You need a John Morant who's 6'11", essentially.
Yeah.
I think a Luka who's 6'11". You need that type of a person next to that type of
Yeah.
mentality. You know, a Joker. Oh my God, a Joker
Yeah.
with
Well,
his passing ability, but also the ability like, give me the ball, let me do this. That would have
Yes.
been a better choice than
Yeah.
Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is highly skilled. It's just
But
a want-to. It's a hunger.
he's a Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is the perfect role player. He's not the kind of person that you can lean on and lead a team. No,
Right.
he's not that.
No, he's not, and it is what it is.
And I think that's where the role, and because he's such a good, well, back early on in his career, he was such a great scorer. That's the role that I think we people, that watch sports, wanna put him into
Exactly.
that box. You
Exactly.
want to
We put him in that, and that's not him. You're right, Sean.
exactly,
We put him there, and that's not him.
exactly.
We're
That's the
projecting.
And the conversation was as soon as we traded for him, LeBron got somebody to pass the torch to. As soon as that point was made, that's when he started backing off and becoming this timid dude.
Yeah.
You need the LeBron needed Lamar Odom. Yeah, I'm just naming. All these names are coming through my head now. Lamar Odom type, Pau Gasol type players to
Robert
be with
Ory.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Somebody that can give you 20 minutes off the bench, stand in the corner, aggravate somebody on the defensive end, stand in the corner,
Exactly.
knock down shots.
Yeah. He don't
I
have
mean,
that.
he's pretty much prior to LA. Well, I would say prior to the last 2 seasons, he's had that player. He's had that player on each of his championship teams. He's had that player.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, look here, man. We're gonna move on. So we're gonna go to football. So look, y'all were talking about declining, right?
Yeah, because I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about Kyrie.
Nah, bro.
Not
Nah.
worth it.
Yeah.
It's like talking
So-
about the dude who made graduation. I weep for him. I weep for that dude.
Yeah.
So look, man.
I mean, 808s and Heartbeat should have told y'all. Me and Brandon in the office. What is this?
Yeah, I'm sitting in my cube playing. It's like, what did I just buy?
What is this?
So look,
That's why. That's what.
man.
So anybody who said my beautiful twisted dark fantasy. Look, I'm sorry. I heard it. I'm like, yeah, it's good, but 808s ruined it for me. If that came after graduation,
So look, man. I text y'all earlier in the week about this. We would never thought we would see Tom Brady record, Aaron Rodgers losing record. And I asked y'all earlier, do y'all think it's time for them to hang it up and just say, look, we're going to give the torch to Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Just we done. We because they both got losing records.
Yeah.
yeah. Short answer.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, and this is an aspect of his game that he never really received enough credit for. Over the course of his career, in my opinion, was his ability to move around and escape out of the pocket. His short area quickness, his short area ability to maneuver around pockets, to maneuver out of sacks, it's really been an underrated part of his game. He don't have that no more. When he takes drops, 5 and 7 step drops, it looks like he's got cinder blocks tied to his feet. He doesn't have it anymore. And not only that, the one receiver that he did have that was able to separate and create space against
Yeah,
single, double, and sometimes triple coverage is in Vegas balling now. So yeah, they've got some young guys there, but they don't have that guy they
right.
don't have he has no safety. His safety blanket right now is the running game. You stop the
Yeah,
run, you beat Green Bay.
true.
Point point blank this season. You stop the run, you beat Green Bay. Um he there is nowhere he can go. There is nothing that they can do, I don't think, beyond this season to make him want to stay.
Mm.
Who?
Green Bay.
50 million
And
rings.
the
Well,
contract.
I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about him wanting another chance at another ring.
Right. Dang. What you think, K man?
All
What
right.
you got?
I'm about to put my amateur psychologist hat on. For Aaron Rodgers,
Uh-oh.
it's not about rings; it's about the money. So he's going to play this season. He's going to play next season, and then he's going to look. Something tells me that ponytail. It just it looks like an individual who wants to chillax. It doesn't look like an
Pony,
individual who
look,
wants to
look,
play.
look, K
Or an
man, pony,
individual that's ready to rob a bank.
K man,
It
K man,
just
ponytail, get real.
I'm just. He just looks like he wants to be in board shorts and flip flops, not not slides, flip flops,
Yeah.
and just chill. And this he's just going through the motion as he collects his checks.
Look,
On
he gonna
the
be like K man. He gonna be like the guy. He gonna start selling Nicole Millers. Nicole Millers.
yeah, yeah. The man, he dressed like the dude. He dresses like the dude. We all
Oh
he that's what he
man.
dressed
Craig,
like.
Craig.
And that's how he treats women too.
Yeah, exactly. So
That was so
And then-
accurate, Sean.
yeah, I know really it is. But on the other side, Brady, this seems to me more tragic, and I don't feel sorry for him
Yeah.
because I don't like him. But I think no, I don't feel sorry. I've never liked Tom Brady, but to me, he seems like an individual who his whole life has been football, and then he retires, and he's at a house, and we joked like he don't like his wife and kids, but he was in, but I don't think it was a wife and kids. I think it was, after 30 days or whatever days it was, like he get itchy. He just I don't know what to do. I'm supposed to be doing planks and then stretching out and getting my body limber and going over plays, and he just can't let it go. This is a man who is 45 years old.
Yeah.
He has played football for, let's say, at least 30 years. This is 30 years, a generation of his life, and he can't let it go. And because he couldn't let it go, it may have cost him his family. And I don't know if it's going to end right for him when football is done. Because here's another thing I would say. Because it happens to everybody. The difference between him and Peyton Manning and Drew Brees, Drew and Peyton physically couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. Right.
If they could, they would. I mean, even Peyton at the end was still kind of flirting with the 49ers.
Right.
Tom could physically do it, and you saw last year. Now he physically can't do it.
Right.
And now it's catching because as soon as it's going to catch it. And I just don't know how bad it's going to be for him.
And K man, to your point, K man, you say he physically can't do it. That's true, but you have to think the stuff that he was going through with his family. That takes a big toll. Just like I forgot who it was. They said when things are going wrong at home, you can't focus on the field. You can't focus on the plays. Your mind is not. Your mind is not going to be there.
Right. Right. And even with the finality of divorce, I mean, you gave this woman how many years of your life, and it's basically falling apart in front of your eyes. All those millions and millions you used to claim are going away.
But look, B, I'm gonna tell you, B, to your point, B, to your point, what you just said, him and his wife were making so much money, and this is to me, this is my opinion. Tom Brady was thinking, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I retired based on what my wife asked me to do. But now that I'm home, we're having some issues. Oh wow, I think I messed up. Let me go back to the way things were and keep playing football when I can be away from home. We can talk on the phone. I ain't got to be in your presence. It's all good. And when I come home, because I can spend time with the kids, blah blah blah. Then the kids know, okay, dad's got to go to practice. But
Yeah.
his wife, she probably came out and said, "Look, I sacrificed. I let you do that. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it now."
She said it. She wanted to go
Right.
back to her home country of Brazil and help out with infrastructure and environmental.
Yeah. Most. This is how most women are. Not all women, but most women. Most women
They be shopping
will.
sometimes.
They, they will. They will tolerate an unfavorable situation, but for so long. Money doesn't even matter.
Yep.
If they're legitimately committed to a situation, committed to a relationship, invested in it, then there's only but so much that they're gonna take before they're like, all right,
That's it.
here's your crossroads, here's your ultimatum, and Giselle had it. Giselle had it, and you know,
And I'm
and
gonna tell you,
being
B.
the creatures of habit that we are, like Kennedy was saying earlier, Tom, he dipped into that retirement pool and he didn't know what to do with himself.
Exactly.
He's been in this same routine for over 20 years. And now
But
it's
B.
you automatically remove yourself from it. It's
But
hard.
B. I'm gonna tell you, Tom Brady turned into Kenny Rogers. What's Kenny Rogers' nickname? The gambler. So he said, I'm going to gamble. If I go back to football, everything's going to be the same way. She's not going anywhere. She's not going to divorce me. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
But don't isn't that the case with all men that end up splitting up with their wives? They gamble for whatever reason. They literally gamble with money. They gamble, with other women.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But look,
like
And
you keep
the gambling is based on arrogance. Oh,
right.
she loves me. She ain't gonna go. But as someone who we can't say his name anymore, I will just say this: when a woman's fed up.
but look, and look, here's the term that everyone uses, right? Here's the term. He thought the grass was greener on the other side.
Who Tom Brady or the guy that Kennedy's talking about?
Both of them.
I mean, because it did get a lot greener after he finished. Oh boy, I would say green, maybe yellow.
Yeah.
That's
See?
another conversation for another day.
And so I just think when Tom Brady probably retires this year, you're
Yeah,
gonna
he
see
needs to.
him. You're gonna see him in Vegas. You're gonna see him hanging out. You're gonna see pictures of him hanging out with models, and you're gonna look at him, and you'll see behind his eyes.
No,
It-
we'll be
it's
able
a-
to see it because he's got a TV deal waiting for him.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be. He's not gonna be there. I mean, I'm just thinking about it now. Steve Young retired because of concussions. Troy Aikman retired. A lot of people retire because they physically can't do it anymore. But there is probably, and it's all sports. There's a period of, I don't know, what's the stages of grief, and I don't
Mark
think
my
he's gone
words.
through them.
Mark my words. I see both of these guys, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, being out of football for possibly 2 years at the least. Next thing you know, one of them is going to surface at some school coaching because these guys love the game. And K man, you just said it. They can't get it out of their mind. So look, I see one of them being like a quarterbacks coach or wide receivers coach, and then eventually going into an offensive coordinator, then eventually being a head coach somewhere.
No, they're too selfish. They want what Eli and Peyton have, but the problem with Eli and Peyton are liked.
Yeah.
And they got good Q ratings, and so that doesn't help him. That's why Fox gave him that deal. But Fox will soon regret that deal 3 years into that deal. They will regret that deal because it'll be almost a Romo situation.
Yeah, but it'll be worse because at least Romo is annoying, but at least he has a personality. Tom Brady doesn't have a personality.
No, he doesn't.
He has zero personality.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
So if they put him in any color commentator situation, this is gonna be a train wreck.
And B, to your point, man, when you look at Tom Brady do interviews, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to say about it.
Tom Brady has a very, very dry sense of humor that depends on one-liners, and a lot of his one-liners don't stick. Like, and then I mean he leaves it at that. Was it this past year where he was on the Manning cast?
Yeah.
During, was it Seattle's game? I can't remember. But it was just it was bad, man. He's not the cool kid in school anymore.
Need if you watch remember Peyton's Place and it ended with him and Brady, he needs essentially a Manning next to him. And and also the problem why it didn't work is because physically they weren't there, so they was on network connection. So he needs that person. Fox got to do a really good job of finding a good play-by-play guy to go with him.
Yeah.
Look, good point. We're gonna go to these picks, man, because we got time. All right, look here, man. That's a good segue into this game right here that I got pulled up. So I'm gonna start with you, B.
I mean, why do we got to go to picks? We're diagnosing people. Oh, that's right. One of us might get shot.
hey, man, this is a family show. You got to clean that up.
Yeah.
Who you taking, B? Colts or the Patriots, B?
Give me the Patriots.
Okay, man.
What's the game?
The Colts at the Patriots.
Oh, give me the Patriots. Also, I want to talk about the Eagles. They win the games they play.
We'll talk about them when we get to them. Next pick.
All right.
Yeah. Next, all right, K-Man. Packers at the Lions, K-Man.
Go
ahead and take the Lions, man. You know you want to.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lions.
Oh, snap. For real?
Packers can't score no points.
Oh, yeah. Who you got, B?
Yeah. The Lions also don't do a good job at stopping the run. And that's the one thing that the Packers do okay. I'll take the Packers.
Yeah, that's who I took, man. I can't. I don't see them losing to the Lions, but all right. B Wig, the Chargers at the Falcons.
I will take the Chargers.
Ooh, boy, that game. This game was a toss-up for me. Who you got, K-Man?
Chargers and Falcons. Where's the game?
It's in Atlanta.
Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, I can't never pick the Falcons. Yeah, but it's gonna be an interesting game though. All right, K-Man. This game everybody's been talking about because of the two quarterbacks, Josh Allen and Zach Wilson. K-Man, Bills at the Jets.
Bills.
You don't think Zach Wilson?
No, they're not really that many hot milfs in Buffalo. Sorry.
If they hot, they're wearing flannels.
Yeah, I know. And they jumping off tables. They jumping off tables like a Dudley boy. They're like, it's not his kind of. It's not his kind of ladies. He like them cotillion types.
He coming up the third off the turnbuckle on the.
She popping her head up like Spike Dudley. It's not a good look. Not a good look.
Who you got, B?
Oh man, give me the Jets.
What? Oh, you man,
Yep.
you still on that kick, man?
Yep, it's opposite day.
Yeah, I gotta make up some ground, and the only way I can make up some ground is a little bit of luck and a lot of opposite picks.
Hold on. You go. So B, you going Bizarro?
Bizarro picks.
I don't. I don't know. I don't understand why you're doing this. I am inevitable.
I am a competitor.
All right, B.
I'm using Thanos' words. I'm inevitable, right? And you ain't Iron Man, so it's like.
Oh, God. All right, B. The Vikings at the Commanders, B.
Vikings.
I know you. Man, come on, pick the Commanders, man.
Why?
Why?
Why? You drinking that Heineken Kool-Aid again?
Who you got, K, man?
I'm taking the Vikings. Jeff Bezos don't own that team yet. Also, last week, I said what I said. It came quicker than I thought it would.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But then again, I didn't know the Eastern District of Virginia was going to be opening up a case against them. Now you got the Department of Justice coming at you, and that's why you did it. That's it. Congress has no teeth. Department of Justice does.
I told y'all about that, man. Dang. All right. K, man. Panthers at the Bengals.
Bengals. I'll take last week losses. You know, you just lost to your division rival.
Yeah. Who you got, B?
I'm taking the Panthers. I didn't like the way the Bengals came out against the Browns. I don't know if it was Halloween.
They did come out flat. No,
they had too much candy.
They came out flat, B. The offense is like missing something since Chase is gone.
Yeah, and granted, they were able to make plays here and there, but they turned the ball over. I didn't like it. And I like the way the Panthers are fighting currently under Steve Wilkes. So I'll take the Panthers, man.
All right, B. Wig. The Raiders at the Jags. This was another one I was stuck on too, B.
I'll take.
Do the opposite. Keep going, Bizarro.
See, that's the thing. I don't know who he's gonna pick. But I'm guessing since it's the Raiders, he's probably picked the Jags. So I'll take the Raiders.
Oh, who you got, K, man?
Yeah, I'll pick the Jags. I'll pick the Jags.
Y'all tripping. All right, K, man. No, this is an interesting game. The Dolphins at the Bears.
Dolphins.
Hey, don't mind leaving the Bears?
Hell no. I don't understand that trade they made.
Me neither. But
yeah, because you trade, and that was a second round pick. We're not talking about a mid round pick. We're not talking about a late round. A second round pick for a guy who doesn't appear to love football all that much. And then you bring him into a system that doesn't throw the ball all that much.
Here's the thing. Here's my rationale around that trade. Here's my rationale. The Bears did that. Now they have multiple picks coming up in the next thing. 2 drafts or this draft. Something like that.
But Ryan Pace is still the GM, so what does it matter? What does it matter?
Who you taking, B? Bears or the
Give me the Dolphins. Yeah, I can't. I'm not doing that.
Oh God! All right.
Yeah. There's strategy to this chaos.
I see. All right, B. Seahawks at the Cardinals.
Seahawks.
Yeah, man. I feel like you came. I said the same thing when I saw this, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna go with the hottest quarterback.
Oh. The Seahawks. All right. Who you got, K, man?
I'm going to Seahawks. Cliff is he heading to the SEC or the Big 12 real soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I was thinking maybe one of the Pac-12 teams, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. Wait, UCLA?
Yeah. All right, now, K-Man, this game right here, K-Man. Rams at the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks.
You just talked about Tom Brady being over the hill, man. What the?
Yeah, but the Rams stink, man. They can't do anything right, and they think, low balling Odell's the problem. No, it's their offensive line. They can't do their offense right. They're running offense. That is Mike Shanahan. Yes, they can't run because their offensive line is terrible.
Yeah.
Who you got, B?
I mean, what you mean? You mean Van Jefferson is not going to turn this team around? What do you? Give me the Bucks, man. Give me the Bucks. You can't. Unfortunately, you can't play with 11 Jalen Ramseys or 11 Aaron Donalds on your defense. So
the defense gonna get tired at some point.
Yeah, you know, kudos to them. You know, they won a Super Bowl last year, and I don't even think this is necessarily a hangover from last year. It's just that they don't have the talent to do this again.
They
don't.
You know, that F them picks mentality has finally came and bite them in the butt.
It got them one. It got them one.
It got them one. But now you see the problem. Now you see why you need those picks to replenish the talent that you don't have.
No depth whatsoever. No depth.
All right, B. Tannehill is out for this game. Titans at the Chiefs, B.
I think this is actually going to be a good game, but I'm taking the Chiefs.
I got to be in a blowout. But all right, K man, who you taking?
I'm taking Kermit the Frog and Andy Reid.
Yo, y'all know they gave his son 3 years in jail, man, for that stuff.
Good. You killed a person with your vehicle because you were drunk.
He should have got longer.
Should have got more.
Yeah.
All right, K man. This the Monday night game. Y'all know who I'm picking. I ain't even got to say it. Ravens at the Saints. K man.
Man, what's the name? They just lost the number one wide receiver.
Yeah, Michael Thomas is done for the season.
No, I'm talking about the Ravens.
Who they lost? Duvernay?
Didn't they lose their wide receiver for the season?
I don't think so.
I think they lost. I don't know if it was their number one. They did lose one. I don't know if it was their number one. I don't know who their number one wide receiver. Do they have a number one wide receiver?
Well, the number one, the actual number one is Andrews.
Mark Andrews, yeah.
Yeah, they lost Bateman.
Okay, that's who it was. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Give me the Saints.
You sure?
Where's the game at?
In the dome, baby, in the dome.
Yeah, give me the Saints.
Oh, dang.
I don't like I don't like that they wasted money on Deshaun Jackson. They should have just gave the money to Odell Beckham Jr. That's just me. But I think they felt they needed a speed threat. But I'm just like, yeah, all right, but he ain't gonna do anything. He's useless. I mean, if you need somebody to throw up gang signs at, he's good at that.
All right, B, who you taking, B?
I got the Ravens. Yeah, they lost the receiver, but they gained a linebacker and a pretty good one.
Yeah, boy, Smith and Queen.
So between that injection of adrenaline, if nothing else, to that defense right now.
And look, Patrick Queen from the boot, man. So he gonna be at home. So he might have one of them games. So
yeah, I got.
All right.
I like Dookie on the national stage, man.
Or he might get full on crawdads. So either way.
We talk about crawfish and etouffee, jambalaya.
Yeah. Whatever that stuff y'all eat. I don't know.
What is that? All right, look here. We got about 8 minutes, man. So K man, you said you wanted to talk about the Eagles. The Eagles undefeated, man. And B Wig, that's the only team I think y'all got to worry about.
And I think they're going to probably end up I think if you go to their schedule, it's looking like they could probably end up 13-0?
Could be.
Up to 13-0?
Could be, man. Jalen Hurts got them balling, man.
I mean, they got the Commanders, the Colts, the Packers, the Titans, the Giants. I think the Titans and the Giants game might, get them. I think one of those games will get them. But do I think they're the best team in the NFL? No. I just think they have the best record.
Well, obviously they have the best record, but they're frauds, and I stand by that. they are frauds, and so
I don't know what frauds mean. I don't know what that means.
They're not as good as their record would suggest.
But
That's
they've won. B, it doesn't matter who the record is, they won. That's the bottom line.
They beat who's on their schedule. Okay,
yes.
I get it, but they are frauds. Look at the game within the game. Look at the game beyond the score, beyond the box score. Mm-hmm. They got ran through like this is a family show, so diarrhea for lack of a better phrase. They got ran through like diarrhea on Thursday night.
Like a hot plate of Indian food. Yeah. Was it Indian food?
Yeah.
What's the joke?
So yeah, and if the Titans had any semblance of a passing game, then the Eagles would have lost Thursday night. Let's just call it what it is.
But you was close,
everybody.
You did say it was like a trap game. When I was watching, I was like, "Damn, B might be on something."
Everybody's glistening over the record, glistening over.
Who is this? Everybody that you speak of?
Everybody outside of YouTube. Everybody outside.
Everyone outside of.
I don't watch major letter networks. I don't watch those, but I am on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I hear other things.
See, so I've been off Twitter for a month now.
Yeah. And then like it's B sound like Jerry. I hear things.
But yeah, and until they beat a legitimate team,
okay,
that's fully healthy. To me, they will be frauds.
You got all these stipulations,
and I stand by that. I stand by that.
So B, what's a legitimate team?
A good team.
Give us a name. What team?
Okay,
your Cowboys?
The Dallas Cowboys with a stable of healthy players. Mind you, the first game we played them, got out to a big lead, shut them down in the second half. Had we had any semblance of a quarterback in the second half, that's possibly a dub.
You gotta let that go.
Yeah, don't like can't matter with you.
You really gotta let this go. You really gotta let this go. You gotta really let this go. Like, I know where you are. And it wasn't. I had to let it go too. But I remember
I remain in this dark place until week 16.
I remember when everybody was taking shots at my Nationals, and then we won. And if y'all remember on that night we won, I came after some folks, some national folks.
You really did. You really did.
Oh, no,
I am from the school of one Michael Corleone. Today I settled all family debts.
Yep.
So you need to just internalize the issues that the slight that you feel that your team, and when that day comes, you get to settle family debts.
You don't tell me to.
Here's my thing, B. Here's my thing, B. If somehow the Eagles go on and win a Super Bowl, I want you to come on and say, give credit where credit is due, man. Say, okay.
First of all,
no such thing.
First of all, I'm not going to do that because I don't think I already said at the beginning of the season, whoever wins the Super Bowl this year will not repeat because I don't think anybody's particularly that strong this year.
I said it before and I'm going to say it now. The RPO has never won anything of significance. Nothing. So that little high school offense that they're running.
It won an NFC Championship game, sir.
I said anything of significance. The only thing significant.
Hey, going. No, here we go. They get banners for
significance, huh?
No. You winning a conference championship means something.
Okay. So you saying the Eagles gonna win the NFC Championship?
No, I'm just saying. You said no. RPO has never won anything significant. I'm telling you, the RPO won the 49ers the Super Bowl in 2012. The NFC Championship in 2012.
The 49ers defense won that NFC Championship.
But they ran the RPO offense.
Alongside an elite defense.
Yes.
Well, look, man, Sirianni's calling a heck of a season so far.
No, he's not.
He gonna get Coach of the Year. But it's like 2 more minutes before bow. So let's say some parting notes.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to see any slow singing or flower bringing.
Look. We don't want to see the smoke.
No, we don't.
Look,
I'm
not. Maybe it's too early for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm not trying to take off to the heavens. I just, it's not my time yet.
No. It's just it really isn't. So on that note, people who are watching, the people who are future watch, thank you for watching our podcast. We're just 3 individuals who like to talk about sports differently than other people, and that's why we're unique.
Pretty much
because we breaking down people's psychology and everything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we got hate in there. We like most podcasters. We got hate, deep hate. Like I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate you.
Punk nasty. I don't like you. I don't like your mother. Where you come from?
That's what makes this podcast special, because next week you might hear me say something nice about Jalen Hurts. As small of a chance it is, you may hear it.
But look,
I'm gonna say something nice about him right now. I just saw him in a McDonald's commercial. His braids are tight. I don't know who his barber or his braider is. Whose legs he's sitting in between to get his braids done, but they look tight.
Here's the thing, America. You will never, these 2 guys, say anything nice about the Commanders. Go ahead, B.
No. Kennedy, do you mean tight as in, man, they look good, or tight as in he went to the African shop on the corner?
African shop on the corner. It's just not one hair out of place. Everything super tight. It's almost like Allen Iverson when he used to be late for practice.
basically what you're saying is after he finished his appointment, he had to go get a prescription for 1,000 milligram ibuprofen.
Absolutely. Trust me. My sister used to braid hair. A bunch of my friends used to walk. It's gonna look tight though.
Let's get my head cornrow, man. That joint be so tight, man. Feel like your head being pulled back like.
I had that done one time when I was 15. We were about to go on a family trip, and the girl that normally did my hair, she was booked up, and so I had to go to this African spot that was at PG Plaza.
Oh, I know that spot. Yeah,
I had to go over.
Oh,
there.
Yeah, we all know that. Yeah.
Bruh.
Right? Yeah. We know what you're talking about.
My cornrows was so tight, I walked around surprised for 3 days. Like,
Big like this.
I mean, she had me pulled back like.
Look, B. Look, your eyebrows look like Uncle Leo or something when he got his ankle on.
Hello.
The guy was like, you don't have to look mean. Well,
I'm not.
Uncle Leo was like, why? I'm not. What are you writing?
Leo.
All right, man. Look here. We got to get out this joint, man.
All right.
Hey, man.
Peoples.
Thank y'all for tuning in again. Might see us next week. Might not. Chances are you might.
You might.
I don't have a whole lot going on next week. So
Till
next time, man.
Yeah. I might be taking I don't know. I might be taking a wife out to dinner.
Oh.
I'm trying to surprise you.
You heard it here first. Sean's
all right, America.
Hey, you can surprise her. Ain't nobody watching this podcast.
All right, man. I'll holler at y'all, man.
Peace.
2 fingers.